Vamos de Hellblade, Senua e Sacrifice, que eu tô pirando ainda com o trailer do Hellblade 2. Puta que pariu.
The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering worse than death. And you wanted to surrender. Abandon and to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
Essa trilha sonora é épica, bicho. Essa foi épica, hein?
It's your calling.
Era pra você correr isso aí, né? Mano, eu quero a trilha sonora desse jogo pra mim.
When there is a new road ahead, the only one that makes any sense.
Behind you.
Olha essa música. Nossa, que música foda, bicho. Nossa, velho. Caralho, tá maluco, mano. Esse jogo aqui merece ser jogado umas 15 vezes, velho. Porra, depois desse trailer agora da TGA, vou ficar doido. Só que a Microsoft comprou a Ninja Fury. Não morreu não, né, mulher? Morreu. Nossa! Que isso, filho? Caraca! Será que tem como ser? What the fuck? Isso, tá brotando. Nossa, essa batalha aqui foi intensa. Porra. Pô, que cenário sinistro, hein? Cê é louco. E o pessoal no Facebook tá puto porque eu preferia Death Stranding como God. Povo bobo, não sabe aceitar a opinião alheia. Pra mim merecia, bicho. Simples assim. Tenho que discutir. Morreu, hein?
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
Porra, quem diria? Nossa, cara, tô jogando esse jogo, mas minha cabeça tá no Hellblade 2, mano.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
Oh, Senua. Your father does not hate me. He just fears the souls in the underworld. He cannot see that they are already afraid. But I am their healer, and I must answer their cries for help, even if it displeases him.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Cara.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. There.
Caralho.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Dillian. It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It's real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in yourself?
No, it's not. It's a trick. She knows this. It's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Dillian.
Come to me. Please.
Caraca, eu voltei lá do início.
The light. Go towards the light.
Tudo
It's
de
him.
novo, bicho.
It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. It's happening. Go towards it.
Porra, lá do iniciozinho, é isso mesmo? Minha espada que quebrou, bicho. Ah, não, não, início não. Foi comentou. Bora lá, até esse celular abrir. Nossa, cara, a trilha sonora desse jogo é espetacular, mano. Na boa. Meu, você tá louco. Realmente, a imersão. Ah, enfraquecido. Olha lá. Ué, Felipe. O cara me chamou de enfraquecido, viu? Vamos pra praia. Não pode ir pra praia. E não é pra cá. Ô louco, meu, tô pra ali.
He's gone. You were so slow. How could you keep going? How could you keep going?
Essas vozes na cabeça dela são a melhor, mano. Tem umas que são sarcásticas lá. Tem umas que são debochadas.
There it is. Your imaginary. It's Dilly. Go towards it. Quick, go, run. Come on, before he disappears. Come, go, go. Ow.
Bora, mulher. Acho que não tem nenhum coletável pra cá, não. Esses momentos assim de jogos em que o personagem tá fraco é muito difícil ter algum coletável.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bow made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
A narrativa desse jogo é muito boa, bicho. Ah, cadê o carinha? Pô, ela acabou de ser derrotada pela Hela, mano. A deusa de Helheim. Não é bem a Hela não, cara. É a escuridão, né? Eu tô presumindo que é a Hel, mas... eu não acho que seja a Hel. Esse jogo aqui, Hel é retratada como... a primeira aparição dela, de certa forma. Tem coisa pra cá, ó. Tem um rosto, ó. O rosto da mãe dela, aparentemente, parece.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home. It does not ask you to swim against it.
Nos primeiros textos nórdicos, Hela era retratada como uma deusa de duas faces. Só que não foi muito bem, como é que fala, interpretado. Então, era como se ela tivesse duas cores, né? Estranho. Não duas. Mais pra frente falaram que ela tinha duas, como é que fala o nome? Duas personalidades, né?
The lone figure of a boy. Saw it play under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The gloom lifted,
Não, realmente.
First time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
Realmente a Hell ela não tem nada de boazinha.
Where is he? He's there. He's there. Under the tree.
Caraca, a trilha sonora desse jogo é foda. Meu irmão. Porra, mas que trilha maravilhosa, mano.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name, the Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
A outra parte da história vai ser na runa de Isa. Tem que achar a runa de Isa agora. Acabou de ver a runa de Raga. Eu não consigo falar esse nome direito, mas é difícil pra porra. Vou saber o nome de quase todas essas runas aí, mano. Agora minha memória não consegue. Mais uma runa ali, ó.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Vai ficar pra próxima. Eu dou por mim que tem uma frase escrita nesse símbolo aí. Dá pra perceber pela ordem como são letras. E o Soul Willow, a primeira runa lá em cima, é o S e esses dois M's. Eu esqueci o nome dessas runas agora, é a letra E. Então a palavra ali é Si, veja. Ah não, tem uma outra runa do lado. É a runa D, Seed, semente. Interessante. Deixa eu ir lá na porta logo. Vou ter que voltar aqui pelo visto. Sobe o navio, mas dá a volta por ele. aqui, ó.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Eita, preciso ouvir essa história toda. Porra, vou ter que botar isso tudo. Certeza. Ah, tá, aqui é o portão pra Hell. Pô, Yggdrasil ali, cara. É isso mesmo, é Yggdrasil. E 4 divindades. Aqui é a ponte, eu vim de lá. Aqui é a ponte pra Hell. O mar aqui abaixou, velho. Ah, aqui era a ponte que eu tava, aqui era o caminho. Perdido na gente. Hellblade é lâmina maldita, lâmina infernal.
Today, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance. Wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Tem coisa pra cá. Um pedaço de lore.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress. And in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfiotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Porra, não teve essa sorte toda. Ah, tenho certeza que tem uma frase escrita nessas runas ali. Acho que não vai ter placa de lore não.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one?
Well, I watched you, and...
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
Me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who is supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
You killed him.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here!
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No!
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up!
Oh no.
Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Can you see him? You won't believe it. Is he not real? Is he not? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met
Tem
him by
dois
the tree.
caminhos aqui, mano.
Maybe it's a
Ah,
sign
tem
of the tree.
ali, ó.
What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
Faltando alguma coisa nessa árvore aqui, ó. Caraca, olha essa árvore, mano. Ô, louco. Mais uma tabureta lá, olha. Outra ali. Essas estacas assim, mano. Parece que elas têm um símbolo no meio. Como se estivesse faltando alguma coisa. Azoma.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hole. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire.
Caraca.
Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Caralho, a voz agora falou com a Senua. Ô, louco. Tá na metade já dos coletáveis, hein? Até que não é tão difícil achar os coletáveis nesse jogo, não. Quer dizer, questão de atenção. Teve um lá que quase perdi, mano. Outra árvore com esse buraco aí, ó. Pô, o que será que deve ser esse aqui? Isso deve ser alguma... Mais um pedaço de lore lá. Mais um pedacinho de lore aqui. O último desse cenário, possivelmente.
And here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
Gram. Caraca, a próxima runa é a runa de Gera. A runa que define Odin. Também simboliza o reino de Asgard. Então, é um tal de Druf. Druf era um cara do início do jogo, amigo dela, e de certa forma treinador dela. Ela pede para ele contar, ela pede durante o jogo para ele contar histórias para ela não se sentir sozinha. Druf aparentemente morreu e ela tá no mundo dos mortos, Felipe. Mais uma daquela árvore, ó. é esse cara que canta pra ela, conta pra ela as histórias, entendeu? E ele tá no reino dos mortos. Que é onde a gente tá, afinal de contas aqui, que é Hell High. Caralho, vou pegar a espada do Singrid, velho. Não acredito nisso.
Take it. A sword. Take it. Dillian left it for you. Take it. Take it. Take it. Don't take it.
Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard. Go to the shards. What's the shard? Find it. It's the metal runestones. It's in front of you.
Então lá vamos nós para o primeiro deles.
The metal. The runes. You need that sword. Go to the shards. Find it. There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes. Look. Get closer. What can you see?
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes, and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Ah, essa música de fundo, bicho.
Why would you bring her here? It's not do something so dangerous. Never do. Never risk her. He loves her. He doesn't.
Olha lá. Um pedaço de mica. Olha lá, a runa Gera. Gera não, Gebo.
You remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Hervor, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Nesse cenário aqui temos 4 runas. Olha lá, o reino de Hell é aquela águia grandona lá, ó. Águia não, né? Aquele desenho ali que parece um cavalo, sei lá. nenhum conto.
Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
Vou tomar puta de susto nesse cenário aqui. Vamos tirar pra lá. Mas pra cá tem Lore, certeza.
I'll find him.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Aqui é bem tenso, hein, filho? Porra, aflição pura.
Don't touch the walls.
You don't know what they might do.
Turn back.
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
If you go down there, no one can save you.
It's too scary.
Find another way. It's not working.
You have to use your mind. Where can you go?
You're failing. Find another way.
Think. Focus. Use your mind.
Where's he gone? He's disappeared. You
Look,
don't
don't
recognize it. Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it.
She doesn't recognize it.
Pressão meu tá dando voltas aqui, bicho.
Listen for his voice. Listen.
Dillian, where are
Listen
you?
for his voice.
Dillian. She can't.
I can hear him.
Ó.
Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
Zoeirinho, você, hein, fera? Filho da puta, deu susto nela com essa runa aí. Mas isso aqui no chão, velho. Ah, isso aqui é o caminho, ó. Esquerda, primeira direita, esquerda, direita, direita. Vamos lá de novo, como é que é o negócio? É esquerda, direita, esquerda, tudo e tudo pra direita. Porra, esqueci o bagulho, cara. Como é que pode isso? Esquerda, direita. É. Uma pra esquerda, uma pra direita e uma pra esquerda e o resto pra direita. Esquerda, direita,
The
direita.
voice is getting louder. Listen.
Dillian. Listen. It's him. Listen. It's getting louder. There he is.
Esquerda.
Keep going.
Acontece se eu...
You're
E se eu
nearly
acontecer
there.
por ali?
Dillian. It's him. He's
Vou
going to
dar
save
voltas.
you. Find the voice. Find him. It's not him. It's not him. We told you. We told you it was a trick.
Sei pro caminho errado propositalmente onde eu chego. Chegou no final ou volto para o início? Pelo visto eu encontrei foi outro caminho.
What's happening?
Quiet.
It's not him.
He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
It's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound like Dillian.
It sounds like something. What's in there?
What's in there?
What is it?
A secret. That voice. It's not Dillian.
There's no way in. Find a way. It has to be a
Por
way.
que eu fui pro caminho certo mesmo indo pro caminho errado, cara?
Find a way.
You're too close to stop.
Tô levando fé. Eu errei o caminho e acertei ele de propósito.
Looks the same. Something's different.
Look for clues.
What is it? What's different? There's a clue.
Light the torch.
Light it.
Look for the torch. Light it.
Help you. What can you see? It will help you see.
Pô, errei o caminho de propósito.
Where are we?
She has no idea.
Engraçado que
You have fallen in.
errei o caminho de propósito, ainda assim eu acertei.
I think we're the same. Looks the same.
Look for clues.
What is it?
What's different?
There's a clue. Look.
Agora pra direita. Tô sentindo que eu vou perder um coletável. Ó, trocou o escudo agora. À direita de novo. Tentei errar o caminho, mas não adianta. O jogo me forçou a ir pro caminho certo, cara. Mas e se eu quiser achar o pedaço de lore, como é que eu sei? Deixa eu voltar. Acontece se eu andar pra esquerda. Eu saio no mesmo lugar? Ó, mudou o escudo.
Let her think. No. No, don't let her think.
Mudou o
She
escudo de
doesn't.
novo.
No. She doesn't think. Don't listen to them. Just
Continua o mesmo
us. She
escudo, na
needs
verdade.
us to help her.
Think clearly. What do you need to do?
She needs us. What do you do? We need to tell her what to do. Another strategy. She needs to think. She needs to think. She needs to think. Shh. Give her space. Give her space. Let her breathe.
Engraçado, eu cheguei no final do
Hervor ignores her father's warnings. The grave mound opens, and it seems to be full of fire. Again, Hervor demands her inheritance, but her father warns her that the sword is cursed and would be the bane of her family. But he relents and brings her the sword. She leaves the island with it, but the curse holds true, and death would follow in the years to come. And so, Senua, the misdeeds of a father have cursed his daughter.
Caralho. Vou voltar. Pelo menos eu achei todas as runas desse cenário. Sim, cheguei no final do túnel. Agora tudo pra direita. Partiu direita ali. Direita. Porra, é isso mesmo. O cara tá sofrendo, né? Eu vou enfrentar esse cara se eu não tenho espada. Fudeu. Eu meio que acertei o caminho sem querer. Poxa, vou colocar aqui esse destrão, hein?
Dillian wants me to face my fears.
Troféu de prata finalmente, porra.
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No.
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving.
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Partiu.
It's done. You did it. But there's more. Go away. There's more. I'm tired. You have to keep going. There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy.
Próximo.
Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you got the logic? She hasn't got the
Este é o próximo teste.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older, and where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels... What is this place? This place feels... It's... creepy. Creepy. It feels wrong. It feels strange. Where is it? Where are we? Turn back. This is wrong. This has to be wrong. This place stinks. It's disgusting. It smells like death. I can't breathe. Can you smell the death? It's too much. Turn back. There he is. Dilius. The light. Go towards it. He's in the house. Find him. Don't let him disappear this time. Don't let him down. Get
Essas vozes na cabeça dela são muito engraçadas,
Don't
bicho.
let him disappear.
The air.
Where's it gone? Keep going.
How do you find it? It's just a trial.
It's just another test.
You just have to solve it, and then you will find him.
Then you will succeed.
He's so close.
Just one little test.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me.
Aqui não tem nenhuma loja?
The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was one spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. To the water. She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like them. The arch. Go through the arch. Look through the arch. Is it a gate? It's an illusion.
It's magic.
Just another trick.
Another trick to play on you. Keep going.
The water is foul.
It's thick.
Air is foul.
É magia mesmo, ó. Pedaço de lore até agora, mano.
The bridge. It's broken. Fix it.
You have to fix it. How are you going to fix it?
You can't get to the house until the bridge is fixed.
You must. You have to get to the house. You have to find Dillian. doesn't finish until you get to the house.
It disappears, Senua.
You have to get in.
Pô, esse foi o primeiro. Ah, aqui são só
The
dois, ó.
Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farm hands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
Porra.
Up the tower.
You have to go to the top.
The tower. How do you get to the tower?
Find a way.
The ladder is broken. How do you get up the tower?
Senua, find a way.
Dillian will disappear soon. Find a way.
It's all
That's
up
it.
to you. You did it. Shh.
It's not done yet. Just a small piece of the puzzle. We found a way.
To climb the tower.
The ladder.
Quick. What now?
You can see it. A line to the truth. The bridge.
She did it.
Did it? You fixed the bridge.
She fixed it.
You passed the trial. Get to the house.
You succeeded.
Tá faltando um pedaço de história. Marcar o caminho de lá pra cá. O cenário é tão igual que a gente não consegue achar as coisas. Não, não tá aqui não. Ela tá olhando pra lá pra dentro, ó. Alguma coisa tem lá. Assim como tem coisa dentro da casa, tem coisa fora da casa. Sempre tem. Incomodar até ali.
Senua! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here! I'm right here!
Are you in there? Come out if you are.
Where is he? Find him. You have to find him. The runes. Focus. The runes.
There was a Northman called Grettir. Big, red-haired, immensely strong. But he was afraid of the dark. It happened one night that an undead creature came to his house to drag him outside into darkness and kill him. He resisted with every ounce of his strength. He clung to the doorframe, but it gave way, and they spilled out of the house, and the monster fell back, and the moon shone down on its ghastly face. Grettir, terrified, cuts off its head, but is cursed forever. From that moment on, wherever he was, he would see those hideous eyes staring back at him. Sometimes we allow our own fear to haunt us to our grave.
Porra. Eu fui na porta errada, era pra eu ter ido em outra. Mas esse aqui é mais um teste rapidinho. É a runa.
What's that sound?
Dillian! They're coming for me!
I'm dying. This is too much. Someone's calling you. Someone's calling you. What's that voice? You can hear Dillian. It's Dillian. Go to him. Dillian. Go to him. He's trying to save her. It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die. Run! Don't let it see you. It is. Go towards it. Run. Focus. 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 Where are they? Where are you? Don't let it see you. Don't get lost. Don't let it see you. You'll start to burn. There it is. Move away. Where's Dillian? Where is he? This is taking too long. Can you hear him?
What should I do?
You have to find them. Where are they?
All looks the same.
Caralho, o bagulho é doido, velho. Corre. Caralho, mas que labirinto é esse?
The light. Go towards it. Focus. 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 Look. One had to find one. What does it?
Ai, ai.
Find the other symbol. You're lost. Where is he?
Ah, tinha que ir na direção da porra da luz ali.
You've got them. Where's the door? Find the gates. Get out. Run. Look at you. Don't let it see you. It's coming. Move away. You're lost again.
Senua! Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
Deu
What if
sono.
this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword? What if we're right? The sword will never.
Valeu, rapaz. Vou dormir.
What if this
Só quem tá me assistindo uma hora dessa é o
is just
Felipe,
a trick?
eu acho.
Just a pointless test. You've been fooled before, you could be fooled again.
Valeu, Joe.